हेलो फ्रेंड्स, वेलकम टू एचआरआईक्यू एजुकेशन। कैसे हैं आप लोग? आई होप कि आप बहुत ही अच्छे होंगे। साथ ही साथ आपकी तैयारी भी बहुत ही अच्छी तरीके से चल रहा होगा। तो दोस्तों, अभी तक तो नेट का एडमिट कार्ड भी नहीं निकला, पर फिर भी आपको तैयारी जारी रखना है क्योंकि एग्ज़ाम का डेट तो अभी बता चुके हैं। पता नहीं उस डेट पे एग्ज़ाम हो पाएगा या भी नहीं। फिर भी आपको आपका तैयारी जारी रखना है, कभी भी ये एडमिट कार्ड निकाल सकता है एनटीए। ठीक है? तो आपकी तैयारी को बूस्ट करने के लिए आज हम इस वीडियो में डिस्कस करेंगे छठा सेट, जो कि आपका है प्रीवियस ईयर क्वेश्चंस ऑफ यूजीसी नेट, कोल इंडिया, वेल, सेल और नेशनल स्टेट कॉर्पोरेशन। तो ये आपका छठा सेट है। इससे पहले मैं 5 सेट करा चुका हूँ, 120 क्वेश्चंस कंप्लीट करा चुका हूँ। वो सारे जो सेट मैंने किया है प्रीवियस ईयर क्वेश्चन का, उसका आपका मिल जाएगा लिंक यहाँ पे। कार्ड में मैं प्रोवाइड कर दूंगा उसका लिंक, या फिर वीडियो के एंड में भी वो सारे जो प्लेलिस्ट है उसका लिंक मैं आप यहाँ पे प्रोवाइड कर दूंगा। तो दोस्तों, आप मुझसे जुड़ सकते हैं। मेरा नाम है एस आर साहू और ये है मेरा फेसबुक पेज, ये ट्विटर हैंडल और ये टेलीग्राम ग्रुप। इन तीनों जगह पे आप वीडियो की नोटिफिकेशन जल्दी पा सकते हैं। और ये टेलीग्राम ग्रुप को आप जल्द से जल्द ज्वाइन कीजिए, ताकि आपको यहाँ पे डेली एक एमसीक्यू का क्विज़ प्रोवाइड किया जा रहा है। तो यहाँ ये वो आपका एग्ज़ाम लेवल का क्वेश्चन होगा। तो इसको आप जल्द से जल्द ज्वाइन कीजिए ताकि आप इसका जल्द से जल्द फ़ायदा ले सकें। ठीक है? तो चलिए शुरू करते हैं आज का जो क्वेश्चन सीरीज़। आपका शुरू होगा फ्रॉम क्वेश्चन नंबर 121। तो 121 क्वेश्चन आपका क्या है? व्हिच थ्योरी ऑफ इमर्जेंस ऑफ ट्रेड यूनियनिज्म प्रोपाउंड्स दैट means of production must belong to workers and it's credited to Marx. So this question came from Coal India 2019. Actually, this is not 2019, this is 2017. Coal India 2017. So the first option is socio-psychological theory, then revolutionary theory, then business theory, then industrial democracy theory. As it is mentioned here, the name of Karl Marx. So he gave the revolutionary theory. So option B is the correct answer. Then the next question, which came from Well 2019, which of the following is not an industrial dispute settling machinery? So the first option is, you have to see that it is mentioned not or just an industrial dispute machinery. It is mentioned not an industrial dispute machinery. The first option is adjudication, then quality circle, then conciliation, then arbitration. So it is clearly visible that quality circle is not an industrial dispute settling machinery. Other three are. Then come to the next question, 123rd question. Which article of the Constitution of India deals with the provisions of employment of children in factories, etc.? This question came from SAIL 2019. So here it is asked about the article for prohibition of employment of children in factories. So the first option is Article 17, then Article 19, then Article 24, then Article 25. So if you have watched my video about the Constitution and labor and social legislation of India, you can easily solve this question. So the actual answer to this question is Article 24. Option C is the correct answer. Let me tell you the other articles. Okay. So Article 17 deals with the abolition of untouchability. Then Article 19. Article 19 deals with the freedom of speech or expression or press or freedom of movement or occupation. These are included in Article 19. Then Article 24 is your prohibition of employment of children in factories. Then Article 20, from Article 25 to Article 28, it is the right to freedom of religion. So these are included from Article 25 to 28. Okay. So then the next question is, which of the following statements regarding the Socialist Manifesto are true? It came from NET June 2018. So the first option is, it was drafted by Sidney and Beatrice Webb. It was drafted by Karl Marx and Engels. It was drafted for converting capitalist Britain into a mixed economy. It was strongly opposed by the Labour Party in Britain. So, which is the correct answer? Actually, I missed some part of the question here. There are some combination of options, like the first option was option A and B are correct. Then the next option was option B and C are correct. Then the next option was option C and D. Then C and A. So four combinations are there. So here it is, you can clearly see that the first option and the third option, that is option A and C. These two are correct regarding the Socialist Manifesto. Okay, option A and option C. Okay, so next question is, as per the Payment of Bonus Act 1965, an employee shall be entitled for bonus provided he or she has worked in the establishment for not less than how many working days in a year. This question was asked from National Steel Corporation 2018 exam. So option 1 is 20, then 30, then 50, then 90. The minimum working days is how much? It is 30. So option B is the correct answer. Then the next question asks, by which tool of trade unionism does the union render certain services in exchange of a certain fee? So the option 1 is collective bargaining, then mutual insurance, then legal enactment, then direct action. So here certain services are provided in the exchange of a certain fee. This question asked from Coal India 2017 exam. So the correct answer is option B, mutual insurance. So the next question is, an employer of an establishment can only employ contract labor under which one of the following provisions of the Contract Labor Regulation and Abolition Act 1970? This question was asked from NET June 2019. So the first option is obtaining a license from the licensing officer, then obtaining a certificate of registration from the registering officer, then obtaining a written permission from the appropriate government, then obtaining a permission from the inspector. So here the correct answer will be obtaining a certificate of registration from the registering officer. The employer of an establishment can only employ contract labor. Okay, after obtaining a certificate certificate of registration from the registering officer. So the next question is 128 question. It is from Bell 2019 exam paper. Which of the following is not a central trade union organization? Among the following, which is not a central trade union organization? Center of Indian Trade Unions, it is a central trade union organization. Employers Federation of India, then Hind Mazdoor Sabha, then All India Trade Union Congress. All three marked. Those are marked are central trade union organizations, but the Employers Federation of India is not a trade union organization. It is an employers organization. Okay, so option B here is the correct answer. Then the next question is, under the Minimum Wages Act 1948, a minimum rate of remuneration to apply in the case of employees employed on piece work for the purpose of securing such employees a minimum rate of wages on a time work basis is known as. So this question asked from NET December 2019. Here the first option is minimum time rate, then minimum piece rate, then guaranteed time rate, then overtime rate. Which is the correct answer? So here the correct answer will be a guaranteed time rate. It is related to basically piece work. Okay, so the next question is, which of the following statement relating to the Central Advisory Board under the provisions of the Contract Labor Regulation and Abolition Act 1970 is not correct? This is even that not correct asked. This question came from NET June 2019 paper. The first is chairman to be appointed by the central government. Then I think it is correct. Then the Chief Labor Commissioner Central is an ex officio member. It is also correct. The labor commissioners of all the states as ex officio members. It is not correct. Then such number of members not exceeding 17 but not less than 11 as the central government may nominate, representing the government, railways, coal industry, mining industry, the contractors and the workmen. So it is also correct. So here the correct option for this question will be option C, the labor commissioners of all the states as ex officio members. It is the wrong answer. That's why the answer to this question is option C. So the next question, welfare officers are to be appointed if an organization is engaging. This question was asked from National Steel Corporation 2018. So here some tricky options are there. You can easily find it wrong in the sense of exam due to nervousness. So be careful in these type of easy questions. Okay, so option 1 is, it is for welfare officers. 500 or more employees, then more than 500 employees, then 1000 or more employees, then more than 1000 employees. So here welfare officers are to be appointed if 500 or more employees are engaged, and safety officer can be appointed if 1000 or more employees are engaged. These are not correct, more than. Okay, this is the correct option here, option A. Then the next question, which of the following labor law doesn't have conflict prevention as its primary purpose? It is asked from Coal India 2017. So option 1 is the Trade Unions Act 1926, then the Industrial Disputes Act 1947, then the Standing Orders Act, Employment Standing Orders Act 1946, then the Payment of Wages Act 1936. So the correct option will be option C, the Payment of Wages Act 1936. The other three have the industrial relations provisions. Then the next question is, as per the provisions of the Factories Act 1948, a worker of a factory who quits the employment shall be paid high wages for the days of unavailed leave before. This question came from NET June 2019. So option 1 is the expiry of 2 months from quitting the employment, then the expiry of second working day from quitting the from the date of quitting, then the expiry of 1 month from the date of quitting, then the expiry of his wage period. So which option will be the correct answer here? The correct answer will be the expiry of second working day from the date of quitting. Okay, so next question came from Bell exam 2019. Which of the following is not a stage of collective bargaining? Negotiation, adjudication, identification और contract administration. So collective bargaining का स्टेज यहाँ पे कौन सा नहीं है? ऑप्शन बी इज द करेक्ट आंसर. एडजुडिकेशन यहाँ पे कलेक्टिव बार्गेनिंग का स्टेज नहीं है. ठीक है. सो द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन इज अरेंज इन ए सीक्वेंस द फॉलोइंग लेजिस्लेशंस इन ऑर्डर of years in which those were enacted from the latest to the earliest. It is asked that from the latest to the earliest. Okay, it is asked in the exam paper NET December 2019. So the first option is the Mines Act, then the Plantation Labor Act, then the BD and Seeger Workers Conditions of Employment Act, then the Factories Act. So let's find out the years first. The Mines Act, it is 1952. The Plantation Labor Act, it is 1951. BD and Seeger Workers Conditions of Employment Act, it is 1966. Then the Factories Act, 1948. So it is asked from the latest to the earliest. So option C will come first, then option A, then option B, then option D. C, A, B, D. So here option 3 is the correct answer. Okay, so let's go to the next question. Single table bargaining refers to, this question asked in National Steel Corporation 2018. So the first option is a single employer who negotiates with a number of recognized trade unions who represent workers, then multiple employers negotiating with a single trade union, then single employer negotiating with a single trade union, then all of the above. So here the correct answer will be a single employer who negotiates with a number of recognized trade unions who represent workers. Option A is the correct answer here. Then the next question is, next question came from NET June 2018 paper. What is the maximum fine that can be imposed on a person who supplies false information regarding a trade union under the provisions of the Trade Unions Act? So the maximum fine will be rupees 100 or 200 or 300 or 500. So the correct answer will be option B, 200 rupees will be the maximum fine here. So the next question is, last 3 questions left. Every work organization is an integrated or harmonious whole. It is an assumption behind which approach of industrial relations? This question came from Coal India 2017 exam. So option 1 is trusteeship approach, then conflict approach, then systems approach, then unitary approach. Which will be the correct answer here? The answer will be option D, unitary approach states this. Okay. So the next question is, child labor shall not be employed or permitted to work in any of the processes in any workshop set forth in which part of the schedule attached to the Child Labor Prohibition or Regulation Act 1986. So it is asked about the schedule, which part of the schedule, part A or part B or part C or part D. This question was from NET June 2019 and its answer will be part B of the schedule. Option B is the correct answer here. Then the final question of the video. This question came from NET December paper 2019. Okay. As per the amendment made in the Payment of Wages Act 1936 in the year 2005, who shall appoint inspectors for the purpose of Payment of Wages Act? Appointment of inspectors. In respect of all persons employed in a railway otherwise than in a factory, to whom the provisions of the Act apply. So, it is asked about the appointment of inspectors. The first option is central government, then the state government, then the appropriate government, then the chief inspector. So inspector is always appointed by the appropriate government. So option C is the correct answer here. ओके तो दोस्तों आपको ये वीडियो कैसा लगा आप कमेंट बॉक्स में ज़रूर लिख के बताइए। मैं ऐसा ही वीडियो आपके लिए लाता रहूँगा ताकि आपका एग्ज़ाम में बहुत ही हेल्पफुल हो सके ये वीडियो। तो दोस्तों आज के लिए इतना ही। खुश रहिए, बिंदास रहिए। जय हिंद, जय भारत।